Alrighty. Should be live here in just a moment. Sorry about the small delay there. Alright, that's all good. This is up and good. Wanna change one thing. That's good. Alright, notification. We're officially on our first regular season NFL stream, I would have to say. The regular season's pretty much here. We're literally in like 23 hours, we'll be watching NFL football, games that actually matter, games with meaning, the whole kit and caboodle. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Daniel? Space. Karam, how's everybody doing? Rangers are cooked. Oh no, Karam. What's up, Nicholas? What's up, Daniel? What's up, everybody? Both Daniels. Sheesh. How is everybody? You guys all excited, it sounds like? By the way, if you guys get ads and shit, I can't really control anything anymore. I feel like they took away all my power on YouTube. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm so excited football's back. Yeah, I don't have ad control anymore. That's crazy. Hold on. Nope. Okay, sweet. I still have the power to automatically not have it mid-rolls in the ads. Cool. Ready to bite some kneecaps. Yeah, Kelsey's out. He's probably going to miss tomorrow. Hyperextended knee. How do you think the fantasy season will go? Oh, I have no idea. It's kind of a crapshoot, right? Like, it depends on which team stays the healthiest, who had the better, fantasy football to me is so hard to figure out. I just play for fun. I don't take it. We don't really take it too super seriously. Eat, sleep. You'll find I don't even set my teams until like the day of. Like, I still haven't even looked at my teams and done anything with any of them. No, I gotta do that still. I gotta do that pretty quick here. Probably tonight. I'm just gonna roll the dice and see what happens. I got a pretty good football mind, so I can figure out like good players really quick. Make sure you guys drop likes on the stream. I'd appreciate it. We had like 6 when we started, so we're off to a good start. Help us out if you can. Your mom has cup. Oh, it sounds like he's going to the IR, unfortunately. That's a bit of a bad break. There's a lot that happened in the NFL today. Yeah, the Rams are in some trouble. Nick Bosa is getting $34 million a year. What was his total deal? Hold on. I want to get this right. He got paid something fierce. All right, let me scroll. I went too far. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, Bosa's getting a 5-year, $170 million extension, including $122.5 million guaranteed. And apparently it was like 50-something plus million due at signing. Not the best game to start the season, but why is the Lions versus the Chiefs not the best game to start the season? I'm curious about that. You don't think the Lions can stay in it? Have a good night, eat, sleep. Yeah, he's 100% well worth it. But if you have a really good defensive player, I'd be bumming, because it's like, damn, dude, it's gonna cost $30 million a year to keep somebody like TJ Watt now. It's crazy how high some of these contracts are getting. See, Bosa isn't really a market resetter. He's kind of like the market ceiling. It's kind of like Mahomes signing a contract, Burrow signing a contract. Those guys aren't necessarily like what the market really is, because they're so far ahead of what the average is. Guys who are like market resetters would be someone like TJ Watt, because he'll probably get like 31 or something, and that'll be more realistic what the new market is. You want Kansas City to win? No, go. Why is everyone against the Lions? Sheesh. Our top 5 games of the week: Lions, Chiefs, Dolphins, Chargers, Bills, Jets, Bengals, Browns, and Cowboys, Giants. Patriots versus Eagles will be a classic. No one knows it yet. No one knows what I know. Let's just say we won't be calling Jalen Hurts good anymore. It's like, wait, what do you know? I was told some things. I got an inside source that Jalen Hurts can't throw the football more than 10 yards anymore. He's got a bad elbow. And he's been taking estrogen. Just keep an eye on it. I'm just praying these things turn out to be true. So that way the Patriots have a chance. We're going to need some luck to win that one. Holy fuck. You know what I was thinking about the Patriots really quick? We won't spend a lot of time on them, don't worry. One thing, I think the way the Patriots could get an upset and like nothing crazy happens. Yeah, it can be opinions. It can be whatever. We have like a set list that we can kind of base things off of and build on because we did this before. But yeah, we have like, yeah, it's just opinions. We don't really have solid things to base things on. You can use the preseason, injuries, things like that to kind of dictate it. But the one way the Patriots could get an upset, which is very, very unlikely, Xbox has had new updates, is so the Eagles are probably preparing for the Patriots like defensively as like they're about to go up against a very middle of the road kind of mediocre offense, right? You would imagine that they don't really know what the offense is going to be. So there's this slight element of surprise coming from New England this week. Because again, you know, Bill O'Brien hasn't offensive coordinated for 12, 13 years in the NFL now. It's literally been over a decade since he was a coordinator and called plays last in 2018 as a head coach. So he went down to college and kind of added to his repertoire. So now you have this kind of unknown element going in there on top of a lot of new defensive players on the Eagles. So if the Patriots offense is actually like above average, like a good offense, and because people probably aren't expecting that, if they come out there and suddenly they can block, they can complete passes, they're this super dynamic offense, they get an upset because the Eagles just wouldn't be really prepared for it. Yeah, I'm so excited for tomorrow, but like, you know what I mean? It's very unlikely. But if the Eagles get caught flat-footed on defense, they can lose that game. Because again, there's only so much they can prepare for, and if the Patriots actually have a good offense, they're gonna fuck the Eagles up a little bit. It's just kind of like my weird gut feeling on how the upset could happen. Now, do I think that's gonna happen? Not really. Not in week 1. If we were playing them in week 5, we could probably do it. But the Patriots are notorious slow starters, and you know, it's a week 1 of a brand new offense. Hopefully, it's ready. All right, I'll read some other stuff now. Some Eagles fans been kind of salty. Eagles fans have been salty since they lost the Super Bowl. Our salary go down the barrel playing big guys like TJ. Yeah, Watt's gonna stay for a while. I would imagine he might take a slight pay thing, but probably not. Steelers 49ers might be game of the week. It could be a really good one. Just kind of depends on what we're seeing out of the Niners. And the Steelers, really, your offenses. The two offenses are so, like, I don't know, with those two teams. Oh, the Patriots made the playoffs 2 years ago, right? Had a top 10 defense the last 3 years. I mean, they haven't been bad. It's just their offense was abysmal last year. So, you know. It's like, yeah, like they haven't been good, but like, you know, what's up, JJ? But again, they made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. That's not terrible. I think there are a lot of teams that would like to be because this is probably the Patriots' lowest, and if like the Patriots' lowest is just missing the playoffs by a game and making the playoffs with a rookie quarterback and going 7-9 in a blow-off year. Like if that's my team's lowest, I don't really give a shit. At least we're contending for the playoffs. Yeah, the AFC is brutal. If the Patriots were in the NFC, they'd be a fucking top 5 team. It's not even close. Devonta Smith may be better than they're pretty close, Devonta and CeeDee. Disoriented offenses. 49ers Steelers are, it's going to take some time for us to click in with Canada again. I think the fact that there's a lot of continuation, Nathan, will actually help your team. The fact that it's Pickens, it's Paquette, it's Canada, it's the same thing as last year, basically. I actually think you guys could have an advantage on that. What's up, Phil? Yeah, tomorrow's the most exciting day of the year for me. It's better than all the holidays. I'm going to be in such a... Everyone's going to be like, man, Rob's in a good mood today at work. I'm going to just be like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All I'm going to be thinking about is football in my head. Like, fuck yeah. Fucking 4 hours. I get out of work at 4. So I'm just going to be sitting there at like 3 o'clock going, 5 hours to go. Just fucking bobbing and weaving and shit while I'm at work. Everyone's going to be like, man, is he okay? Yeah, I'm going to have a good time. I'm excited. Are the Lions wearing their brand new helmets, the blue ones? Your Chiefs will be good like always, JJ? Yeah, I mean, they should be fine. I'm very curious about... I guess we can kind of move on to the actual meat of the coverage here. Right? I mean, we should start probably talking about the Lions at some point. Yeah, as long as you can get out of work at a good time. It's like, I don't even care about work. Just got to get through. Hell, work or school is nice on the first day of football because you don't have to sit around and wait. You know what the hell? Want to know what torture is? Sunday morning, if you wake up early on accident. Because everybody wakes up early on football Sunday, the first one of the year. They can't help it. It's like fucking Christmas. Like you wake up at like 7:30 and you're like, son of a bitch, it's time. And then you just sit there for 4 or 5 hours just waiting. Like, I can't believe time moves this slow. Dude, it's brutal. And it's like, you're just like, fuck. If I could just sleep in a little bit, then I'd get through the morning so much quicker. Yeah, no one tries to wake up early on football Sunday. Everyone wants to sleep till like noon and then pop up at 1. Yeah, them London and Germany games ain't gonna be shit, dude. And I can't believe I actually have to watch some this year. Ugh. I have to watch my team embarrass themselves. Oh, god damn it. I think my team's playing fucking Kansas City in Germany. Who are the Patriots playing in Germany? I know we're playing a good team. I literally think it's the Chiefs. Yeah, I don't know why everyone thinks the Lions don't have a shot. It's weird. Is it us? Ven, are we playing you? That would have been hilarious if the NFL took away the Dolphins home game versus the Patriots. Patriots play the Colts. Oh, we're going to fucking kill the Indianapolis Colts. Dude, that's not right. Why'd they give us a rookie quarterback in an international market? Germany's about to see what the Patriots do to rookie QBs. It's, Anthony Richardson might get embarrassed on an international stage against the Patriots. Holy shit, dude. One home and one away. Yeah, the Jags are London's like team though. They really like the Jaguars. Like if they could, they'd move that fucking team out there. And ironically, if the Jaguars played in London, they would have like the best home attendance in the NFL, I think. It's this mind-bending statistic where I believe the Jaguars or like the London series games, I believe they're sold out for like a decade in the London market. It's just for forever. They just sold that shit out for a very long time. And if you like kind of look at that, it's like, we'll go look at a Jags game. Do they have anywhere near that attendance? And it's like specifically their Jags fans. It's cool. I don't block people just because you have different football opinions. I'm glad it's football time. You know what was weird in my chats over the last few months? I always notice this in baseball. Baseball people are so much more civil than us. I see, like, I'll yell at people and you guys will come back and you guys will be like, listen. And like, if I yell at a baseball person, they literally go, fuck you, Rob. I don't want to watch anymore. You just lost a viewer. Like, dude, calm down. It's like, it's not that serious. We're just having a sports argument. Yeah, you didn't need to call me a fucking retard 3 times. That's a little much, isn't it? No, that's pretty tame for what we usually. Lions went, that's actually a fair assessment. The Lions probably won't be able to stop Mahomes, but will the Chiefs defense be able to stop the Lions? Again, you're looking at a defense that ranks 28th in pressures without Chris Jones. Chris Jones isn't playing tomorrow, and the Lions have one of the best lines in the NFL. Goff's like, this is a shootout coming, right? The NFL is obsessed with giving bad teams primetime games. Yeah, I don't know why. Denver has 4 because people, like, the NFL still thinks they're the Broncos of Peyton Manning times. Chargers are okay with having 6. They're an exciting team to watch. Yeah, well, Fern just tries to get a rise out of people. That's literally all Fern's trying to do here. All of his takes are just basically anything that, like, I don't like. Like, if I became a fan of his favorite team, if I somehow figured out and started praising his team, like his honest, like, favorite team, he would start shit talking his own favorite team. Like, he'd be saying negative things about these. Don't give that guy, like, time of day, like, energy. I don't. But yes, looking into this game, one of the big problems for the Chiefs right away comes on that defensive front. I don't think they get any pressure. I don't really know what they're going to do to upset the Lions' pass game, the run game, the rhythm that they get into. Top 3 offensive line, if not one of the top 2. Lions have a top 3 offense in the NFL right now, like they did last year, and it only got better. Chiefs' defense is worse. I don't know. It seems like the Lions are one of the highest scoring teams in the NFL last year. They only got better. What's up, radio? Do you know there was a point? Yeah, because they had a bad start to the year. That's kind of irrelevant. You can still, yeah, but why didn't they make the playoffs? Was it their offense or was it their defense? Go ahead. To start off last season, like dating back to like 3 or 4 games prior into the season before, the Lions had scored like 7 or 8 games with 35 points or more straight. I don't. To say they have a bad offense is like one of the worst takes I've ever heard. For the Lions, maybe. I don't know about starting, but there's going to be a ton playing. I don't think the Lions really care about like rookies. I'm guessing Jack Campbell might start. Brian Branch may start, but I know he'll play a lot. Have a good night, radio. Jahmyr Gibbs is, I think, the starting running back, so that's 3. Yeah, that's right? That's about it. I don't know about the Chiefs. I don't really know them too well. I would imagine they have some rookies playing. Is Rashee Rice, is he a rookie? Like the receiver? I know Justin Ross is a rookie. Noah Gray isn't a rookie. I'm just trying to like think of like the Chiefs really fast. I'm like, who else they got? They don't have that many draft picks. Yeah, he's a rookie. That's what I thought. I thought they have a couple rookie receivers in Kansas City. Look at the stats on the Lions offense. They were putting up like 30 or more on. Yeah. Literally the only 2 teams that fucked the Lions up on scoring was the Cowboys and the Patriots. Like, I think they kicked the Lions offensively, destroyed everybody except New England and the Cowboys. Everybody else got like 20 plus points or more. Helped on him. Wait, is Judy not playing or something? Oh, my nose is bothering me. Cool. You know your record for them gets worse every time you say it? They led the league in sacks also. Who, the Lions? Yeah, because they had like 2 guys get like 13 sacks. Not many people know. People just kind of ignore things about the Lions. I'm not really sure why. He's about to be given really bad advice by someone in his personal circle. That's all I have to say about that situation. Because the Cardinals don't want him. I don't know how to say this. The Cardinals are completely happy with the quarterback that they have. They're good. I don't know why he would be like, I don't want to play for the Arizona. It's like Arizona should come out and be like, we're not going to draft that guy. We have our eyes on the receiver out of Ohio State right now. If that were true, they probably wouldn't be one of the oldest teams in the NFL, but okay. Houston or Indianapolis. I heard they never won a playoff game. Arizona's going to be, Tampa Bay, somebody like that. He's not, like, I don't know why he'd be worried about going to Arizona. They're not picking, they're probably not even going to pick number 1 first and foremost. And number 2, like, because when Kyler comes back, they're going to win a bunch of games. They'll win like 3 games. Like, the Cardinals clearly are, I feel like the Cardinals are kind of positioning to get a receiver rather than a quarterback in this draft. Maybe I'm wrong. What has Tampa Bay done other than the 2 Super Bowl years? Go ahead and tell me. I have another pop question quiz for you. Have they ever finished above 500 outside of those 2 Super Bowl years? I'll wait. Please answer my question. Probably they maybe have one like non sub 500 season without a Super Bowl. Yeah, cool. You know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have still right now, right at this very moment, have the worst win-lose percentage in North American sports. Not football, not just in like any organized sport that exists in the North Americas. I think it might be the entirety of the Americas. No team has a worse winning percentage than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I don't think you understand how shitty Tampa Bay is. Literally, outside of 2 Super Bowls, that team probably wouldn't exist anymore if they didn't get that first Super Bowl. Like, I understand that they have 2 Super Bowls that saved them from being folded as a team, but you don't understand how shitty the Bucks are, how shitty they always are. And outside of 2 really freak years for them, they've really not done anything. Like literally, they barely ever finish above 500. Like, dude, it's like at least the Lions have like made the playoffs every so often. Yeah, they have literally 2 good years, and that's the only reason they haven't been folded as a team. And then they can't even follow up their super teams with any other success because they blow it the fuck up somehow. Because they're a fucking miserable piss. I don't even know what the fuck happens. Lions have like 6 NFL championships, but okay. How many like before the NFL merger? What like cool, man. If you want to count the entirety of the franchise history, technically they're one of the more accomplished, like, what is it, fucking NFL? Before the merger, they were NFL? Actually, the Browns have 0. The Baltimore Ravens have 8. But yeah, no, it means that the Ravens have 10 NFL titles. Yeah. It's technically how you look at that. Thanks for playing, I guess. So I'm just saying, like, if you're going to talk about the entirety of the franchise, if you're going to say franchise history, you're saying that they're the worst franchise ever, right? No, not technically. They literally like, dude, do you understand how that works? Like, if you're going to say like the entire, like in franchise history, I can now look back and cross their entire franchise history and be like, well, not really. They won something. At least they used to be a really good team. And then they did some fucked up shit and got cursed. Like, do you see how that works? You didn't really specify anything. You're like, you can't go that far back. It's like, oh, okay, so we can only go back to some arbitrary date, and then it's okay. That's their franchise history. When does their franchise history begin? In the early 1900s? Where do we start technically? Are we only allowed to use the merger? Because that seems really arbitrary. Their franchise has existed longer than that. Again, Tampa Bay's got like 3 good players across the history of the NFL. Right? It's like Warren Dunn or the Warren Sapp, John Lynch. At least the Lions have a fucking slew of fucking megastars that have played in Detroit. Yeah, literally, and Brady literally is the franchise's best quarterback. Have a good night, Steelers Nathan. Steelers Nathan. But like, dude, you gotta come on, man. Try and it's like, yeah, the Bucks have had more success in the Super Bowl era. What did they do before that? They just fucking shitted the bed from the time they existed till 2002. They won a Super Bowl. Were shitty until 2021. Won a Super Bowl. Now they're shitty again. That's literally the history of the Buccaneers. Created dog shit, dog shit, dog shit. Wow, a Super Bowl. Dog shit. Super Bowl, dog shit. Each dog shit is 10 years. I don't know. It's a boring topic. This is Battle of Mid. Yeah, people really don't understand. I don't know. Lions are bad. They're not a good team, but I would say Tampa's probably a much worse franchise. They literally all they do is lose. Even when Tampa Bay had Brady, no one thought that fucking team was going to win a Super Bowl. Even though the writing, it was so obvious the fucking, but like if you look back on that, it was so obvious the Bucks were winning that Super Bowl. Yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on this game? What are we thinking? Yeah, we'll jump into the power rankings while I get my stuff up. Get your final thoughts in. Where is the power ranking? Where power ranking? What power? Is this the newest one? Hold on. Properties. July 29th. No, there's got to be a more recent one than that. No, we'll just use that one. I don't really give a shit. It works good enough. We barely made any changes. Lions upset. I got the Lions in a quick upset too. I think a lot of people are looking at a Lions upset. Okay, fair enough. All right. Let's go on to something a little bit more. Oh yeah, we got Lions and stuff. The Chiefs are favored by 5.5 still with an over-under of 52.5, looking like it's projected to be a shootout to some extent. Kind of a limited one because it's, I don't know, it seems to be suggesting the Chiefs or like the Lions aren't going to score a lot. Kind of what I'm reading. Anyway, NFL team tier list. Let's see. Okay. We got a what the fuck is this? Ew. Anyway, oh my god, it's saved. What? How did that happen? There's no way that actually saved because it's got the best team gets their own spot. Great teams, not just not as good as the best one. Really good teams, just not quite great yet. And then we start getting into the very hyper specific categories. Always injured and massively underperforming expectations. Great young quarterback though, or Derrick Henry. Mid-tier teams can still make the playoffs, maybe. Pretty much cannon fodder, but not the worst teams. The LA Rams. Rebuilding, hard to judge. And then we have the Zach Wilson tier. Yeah, I'm guessing so too, Phil. Jets are so high. I value their defense. Listen, if this was my power rankings, to be honest, but this is collaborative. Hey, we got it all on the screen too. Perfect. I'm stunned that the site saved my fucking silly thing. All right, they must have really liked my categories. Okay, so I don't even know if we need to change anything. I think these are perfect power rankings, but we could always do some movement as we see fit. Yeah, they're the St. Louis Rams. Yeah, the Jets are kind of hard to see. I might actually switch to the Eagles and the fucking Chiefs around. Because I don't know right now. Are the Chiefs the best team in the NFL right now? I know they're the defending champions and they should get that respect, but without Chris Jones and Travis Kelce heading into week 1, I don't think they're the number 1 team this week. I think the Eagles are. Again, they're in pretty solid health. Everything seems to be going good in Eagle Land. I don't think we can honestly say at this juncture that they're number 1, and so I think we got to make that movement. No, I still think the Bengals are pretty set at number 3. The Jets seem pretty good, or the Bills seem good at 4. Their top 4 seems pretty good now. We can make some movements around here if we need to, and obviously with the Chargers. Politics is like, wait, what is the Chargers category? What the fuck does that say? It says always injured and massively underperforming expectations. Great young quarterback though, or Derrick Henry. I can do that. I didn't know where to put the Chargers, but I also thought it would be funny to put them in a very Because like the only time you say those specific descriptions, I try to think of like the most like a way you could describe the Chargers without ever saying the team, and I was like, that's the best way to describe LA. Best team in the NFL with their own offense. Chiefs have a bad defense. Remember last year they were yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I could move the Jets down a little bit. Something like that. Because now that the Niners have Bosa and everybody, Purdy's healthy, it seems like the Niners are running out their team that they had midway through the or toward the end of last year, and now everybody's paid. Everybody seems to be pretty happy out there in New York. So, I mean, that could be a dangerous football team. Hey, hey, we have 12 likes too, by the way. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Taking the 1 seed because without Kelsey. I mean, see, the thing is, it's like, if the Chiefs lose these 2 games, is that enough for the Chargers to steal the division by a game? I think so. This is the kind of thing I was talking about with the Chiefs. The Chiefs may be a better team, but I think there's going to be a situation this year where the Chiefs just lose like 3-4 games because of like personnel issues, and the Chargers like lose one less game. Even if the Chargers lose both their games to the Chiefs, they'll fucking just go like, they'll lose one more, go 14-3, and just be like, snuck by them. I think that's the thing holding people back is the head coach. No, Kelsey's just out for a couple weeks with the hyperextended. He almost was good to play this week, but he just hyperextended it, and I don't think you want to risk it. Not in the first game of the season. It's pretty much like you don't want to risk hurting a hyperextended knee in the first game of the year against a fucking NFC team, which almost has zero impact on your schedule. Technically, you could lose 4 games to the NFC. And it has this much impact except common opponents. Like if you go 14 and like 13-4 and you lose to every single NFC team you play, who gives a fuck? It's like, oh well. You just can move on. It's not a big deal. Hopefully they have a better, more competent doctor system this year. Yeah, other than this, I think things feel pretty good about our top list. I want to move Denver down because what I've seen in the preseason really didn't have me too hype on the Broncos. Yeah, I think last year's going to sour a lot of people on the Chargers. I think a lot of people are a little skeeved out about taking them. Because after the preseason, I seen a few things that I liked, I didn't like. I don't know what to think of them. They still seem bad. I still think Tampa Bay looks like the worst team. Colts, Cardinals, Texans, Bears, Falcons, Panthers. I will do this though. That line is fucking awful for Carolina. I don't know if Bryce Young's gonna survive the year. And I think Chicago's better than them. I don't know if the Bears are any good, but I do think that they're a little better than the Panthers, Texans, Cardinals. But they're like behind the Falcons to me. You might regret that pick. I don't know all about my team. Is y'all? Yeah, I'll wait and see. Like I said, I have the Chargers having an unreal year. I think everybody was a year early on the hype behind the Los Angeles Chargers, which happens sometimes. Actually losing the division at the end of the season. November to December, they play the Chiefs, Eagles, Cowboys, and Oh my God. Yeah, the NFL's trying to get... Phil, if I was a conspiracy person, I would assume the NFL is trying to fuck you guys. Holy shit, they're trying to let the... Because we play all them teams early. We get them games out of the way by like October. That's fucking. They did you guys fucking dirty. They don't want you guys winning the East. Oh, you guys got the week 5. You know what the best bye week is? Week 9 or week 10. Then you get that break midway through, and then you only got a little bit. Like it's like the perfect. Yeah, well, fucking Nicholas is because you guys cheat with the weather. No, we don't. We don't cheat with our team by sticking you guys in the hot Miami sun and give ourselves shade and ban you from doing anything on the sidelines to help yourselves. Well, we're innocent. And by the way, you know the Patriots are cheaters, dude. It's the humidity that after being in like fucking Boston or Buffalo or New York. Y'all basically were like, if somebody dies on the other side of the field line, that's not our problem. Taking the first seed? I don't. I gotta see Baltimore stay healthy. They're a solid football team, and they seem to be like loaded with talent. But I feel like, hey, lucky number 13. I appreciate that, stud. If you haven't dropped a like, consider doing so. You can get us closer to 1,000. That new big ass board in your stadium that literally takes up one side. Yeah. Oh, you mean our big ass state? Our big ass. Bill, are you talking about this big ass fucking jumbotron? Patriots new jumbotron. You mean this menace? This menace to society? The biggest jumbotron in the world? Yeah, it's gonna be a big old problem. Here's the old one. Pretty small, pretty insignificant. And then they went to a foreign country and got a little bit of some work done. And now we have a new board. Bam! That shit's gonna be so distracting. Yeah, JC Jackson should do better than last year, but we'll see. I don't know if he was a product of the Patriots. Look how big that fucking stadium is. Just schedule in December isn't terrible until there are 2 games against the Browns and yeah, playing the Patriots on the road for them is brutal. They're renovating the stadium. Instead of building a new one, they're just fixing up the old one. They're putting in the light tower. They're putting in this big ass thing. They're adding new seats, fixing all the seats up, putting in the Patriot Pat logo around the stadium. And they're putting in like a hotel behind this. It's like a whole thing. You can kind of see like the outline of the thing being built behind it. They're turning it into like a mega complex. Instead of just building a new stadium, obviously, it's, we're doing a stadium that they're going to start playing at Daytona International. Really? That's interesting. Do they think switching over to Daytona Beach will help attendance? I don't know if it will. It could. But I don't know if it'll fix everything like they probably are hoping it will. Yeah, probably not. Seems like nobody really, other than, I feel like the only sports teams that do well in Florida are the Miami teams. Again, the problem with places like LA and like Florida, it's like, and why sports probably don't sell as well in those 2 places. Like, well, I mean, look around. Why the fuck would you go watch sports? I would go with Samuel. Because doesn't flex, like, if your guy runs the ball, it help a lot? Well, yeah, and I think the stadium's only like 20 years old. It was a new stadium anyway. I don't even know if Miami has a hockey team. I know there's the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I don't know if Miami has a specific hockey team. They could. Heat and Dolphins games are always packed. Miami's, yeah, Marlins are, yeah. Well, no one goes to Marlins games. And Broward. Oh, okay. I guess that's Miami's team. No problem. But yeah, I'd go with Debo. I feel like he's just a more dynamic player, especially for a flex option. Plus, if somebody gets hurt, you can always move Debo to receiver and then go sign another flex option. The beauty of Debo Samuel, you can use him as basically anything. Oh, did you guys hear about what the fuck the Falcons are doing? I was very confused on what was going on. Cordarrelle Patterson tweeted out a picture of the Joker, right, holding a Joker card, and I was like, is he fucking pissed? What's going on? And then I found out that his role on the roster is like literally listed as a J. Oh, let me see if I can find it. It's very he's like literally the Joker. Like the Joker's wild. It means Joker. Where's the depth chart? That shit is wild that they actually have a Joker. Yeah, I'll show you. It literally says the words J on it. I had to find the tweet. I don't go on Twitter raw. I think that's a bad idea. All right, here we go. What's up, Vent? We're just kind of fucking around, talking about some stuff. Not too early, not too late. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, Phil. Yeah, Cordarrelle Patterson is listed as the Joker role. I'm guessing that means he plays receiver, running back, tight end, kick return. I just think that's kind of cool that they like that's just kind of like a cool little nod. I thought they were about to cut him and he was pissed. Oh, another interesting thing regarding the Lions and Chiefs. The Lions will be without their defensive tackle as well, Isaiah Buggs. He's not really a starter, but he's very well liked and he's a very good young player. His Bugsy, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. People are blowing my shit up. But he's getting disciplined and getting sat out for the week. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's cool to see the Lions are actually willing to like punish or discipline players for fucking up. Not really sure what he did though. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, and I'm hoping so. I hope. What if it's like too defensive? Just like it's just like both teams have defensive, like generational defensive performances for their franchise. The Lions win. Somebody wins 6-3. I'd be like, this might be worse than that fucking Super Bowl. We'll just wait till week 17 and see what team's available to grab. I wouldn't worry about the end of the year. Yeah, Kelsey's out. I don't think Kelsey's playing in this one. I don't think it's a good idea to risk your best player in a non-conference game to open the year. I think that's a really bad idea. If that makes sense. Like if they were playing like Denver or fucking Chargers or the Patriots or the Bills, the Bengals, the Patriots again, I don't think he's gonna play. Because again, it's like if KC loses this game, it's not a big deal because it's an NFC team. Yeah, I have. I've read that, Ven, but it doesn't. I think they've ruled. Let me see if he's officially ruled out. Let me check, Ven, because I think they have to submit like injury reports by now. For Thursday night. Travis Kelce. He's questionable. All right. He might play. Oh. We'll see. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if he's out there, I don't think he's gonna be super involved. Because I think it seems like he didn't really hyperextend his knee. I'm reading that it was found out to just be a bone bruise. I didn't know that they changed this. I didn't actually know that part, to be honest. I've been working and didn't check. I didn't know that his injury came out to just be a bone bruise. That's quite the break. Because again, it seems like if it's just a bone bruise, it sounds like he might actually wind up playing. Oh shit! But again, I think my point still stands. I think it might be useless to play him this week, unless they really want to beat the Lions. Yeah, I have Travis Kelce in my fantasy. I'm still probably gonna replace him for the week. What did Gerardo ask? Oh, Green Bay. Green Bay's not a bad defense. Yeah, there's some people this is why I always say it's not fun to draft before. Like, we should have been doing the draft tonight for our fantasy football stuff. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Have you ever had that SpongeBob guy's voice in your head before? His name's Frank or something. Yeah, I just hear that motherfucker's voice just play out in my head sometimes. I'm like, oh, the fuck? Scares the shit out of me. I'll be shitting sometimes, and I'll just hear, oh, brother, this guy stinks. And I'm like, come on, man. Fucking taking the shit, get out of here. Fucking, it's not very fun, dude. The fucking. It's so warm in my apartment, in this room, because of the computer. Just bellowing out heat. Still at work? Sheesh. It's a long day. You got Cup and Kelce. Geez, that's rough, Phil. Yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp's probably going on IR, so at least you'll be able to put him on the injured reserve list and get a free pickup. Well, Cooper Kupp is why I avoid some stuff. Man, tomorrow's going to be interesting. Oh, the Lions are wearing their whiteout uniforms. Does that mean they're wearing the blue helmets? Yeah, Kenny, you did good. You think you're about to repeat? Kenny is the two-time defending champion in the Dirty League. He looks to establish his dynasty, the Ken dynasty. Who are your running backs? Kenny's trying to be like Michael Jordan. See, what's going to happen is Kenny's going to win his third straight Dirty League title. and it's gonna be interesting. Because Kenny's gonna he's gonna make a press conference announcement and retire from the league for a couple years. Yeah, basically, Gerardo. Yeah, they want Kansas City to let us know what's going on because, again, without Kelsey, the Chiefs probably run more. Without Kelsey, it's kind of like, well, how healthy is he? Miles Sanders, that's not bad. Then you're gonna retire for a couple years, Kenny. Say it's too easy, and you're gonna go try out professional baseball. Then you're gonna come back after a couple years off, and then win the Dirty League 3 more times, then retire for good, basically. Kenny Jordan, Michael Dog, Sports TV, Sports. Man, if Kenny wins both leagues, I think we actually have to get him an award because that'd be pretty impressive. It'd be like, damn, this dude can't be stopped in fantasy football. We've created a menace. Time to ship him out into the big leagues against the real boys, make some money. Anyway, guys, I'll be right back. I need to get some soda real quick. It's very hot in my room, so I'm like heating up pretty quick. Good first hour. Yeah, he's overpowered. But as I leave, make sure you guys go over the fantasy or not the fantasy rankings, the power rankings here. How do we look week 1? Is there anything else we should change? Come up with a good argument. It starts at the top at 1 and then goes all the way down to 32. I'd like to hear your points. Oh man. All right, I'm back. Yeah, they're the same rankings because it's the same list basically. It was saved, so we were able to pull it back up, and get it back going, get it playing. Uh, you think so? He could. He should be rather impactful anyway. Yeah. I don't imagine he does bad, but it's just. Oh. I just never understand why they drafted him. Maybe they think Algier was just like a flash in the pan type situation. I don't know. Personally, I think the run's coming back to the NFL. That's one of like the things I think people should watch out for this year. Is watch like 5, 6, 7 teams have great success in running the football again. Especially as teams are kind of like shrinking in size, upping the speed qualities of their defense to deal with the the power passing, the receivers that are going on. So you're starting to see like lankier, faster defenses compared to you know what I mean? Compared to like the bigger size brute hitters, that kind of matched well with the power run that was going on in the NFL for so long. Now we have this like finesse passing game, and defenses were kind of getting cooked. And now we're going to see teams start utilizing power running aspects because they're seeing what's missing from defenses is kind of like that big, intimidating, like prowler type, that just comes up and fucks shit up. And yeah, so with that kind of missing, I think teams are going to start power running. They seem kind of, well, I think they're in a decent spot. I mean, they kind of are rebuilding, aren't they? Like, openly. They're a very young football team. Like, they don't even necessarily have their quarterback. I would consider them in a rebuild until they, like, have definitive direction on what the hell they're doing at the quarterback position. I'd say that's a very open rebuild. Yeah, he's not going to get traded. They got good offers for him and they didn't accept it. I don't know. Asking me stuff like that on fantasy football, I'll never know. I don't know until the day or the person tells me I'm playing them. Nice. Week 6. It's pretty good. Unironically, the only team that might not need a quarterback is like the Rams and Cardinals. Rams got Stenson Bennett. They're good. What do you mean? Rams specifically. They got Goat Bennett. You know, he's 60 years old, Stenson Bennett. He's as old as my dad is. And he played Georgia the entire time. Forgot about fantasy draft tonight. Auto draft. They got okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Solid. Yeah, auto draft can be annoying, especially for the people that have to deal with it. What? Meh, if the Rams have a shot, maybe I'd much rather take them. And yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Wait, what word was? Oh, auto draft. Yeah, auto draft. It's 2 words. Is crazy. Well, we got through the majority of the stream at least. The made content. You know what the worst thing about these preview streams are is like there's not a whole lot extra to them. Like it's like once we get through the games and the other part of the stream it's kind of like, well, we've done everything we planned tonight. What else? I mean, we're not ending the stream. But I'm probably not going to go super long tonight because I'm fucking super sweat. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm like fucking storm here. They're going to be one of the worst 3 teams in the NFL this year, though. 4-3 Yankees. Hey, Tigers are trying to come back. I worked from 7 to 3 today. So I'm just kind of tired in general. Long days. And I worked 8 to 4 yesterday. Yeah. Stay up till like midnight. Like get up at like 6. Brutal. I got a couple days off starting tomorrow, so I'm fucking excited about that. Very happy. Let's see. Is there anything else on on our top list here that we should probably mosey around? Is anybody too high? Anybody too low? Not necessarily opposed to heating that and going like this. Chris Jones? What about Chris Jones? Hold out. Yeah, well, I think I'm going back to night times, but yeah, it sucks. I have no idea though. My schedule's pretty confusing. Plus, I'm taking a week vacation coming up. That's gonna be fun. Starting on September 16th, so like 10 days. Out of Colts and Falcons, I think that this is fair. Okay. I just think the Falcons are better. It's like it's also a 1 through 32 list to some extent. The categories are there kind of just as like general placeholders. Um and also for humor. I don't see the Jets being better than the Chargers, honestly, and the Chargers are lower than them. Chargers have a lot to prove. Fucking basically, the Jets just got to prove like two things: the one, they can play together, and two, Aaron Rodgers isn't washed. If those two things are true, the Jets will probably be really good this year. Like, come on. Yo, dude, he's fucking calling Trump up, asking, "What's up, buddy? You need your legal fee paid? You know your boy Joey got 50 million in the bank, rah." Um, I don't think so because Chris Jones might be one of them rare guys though that are outside of the market. Because Nick Bosa and like Mahomes and Burrows and like those kind of guys, their contracts typically never reset markets. Because it kind of seems like those are the kind of guys who like exist outside of the standing market. Because Bosa's getting like 34 million a year. That's insane money. And I don't see another guy getting anywhere near that right away. Yeah, it's like, dude, that's not a normal contract. Like, I bet you the next contract will be like 28 million for like the next good guy. Um, or like 30 million. Because again, even Aaron Donald's contract isn't like the norm. Is are the are like good DEs or D tackles even making anywhere near 32 yet? Other than him and Chris Jones? Not really. It's all like 28, 27, 24. So like what how that works is like every so often a guy will go like way ahead of the market, and then you'll see things kind of like inch up there once somebody like a Joey Bosa comes up and gets paid. Nothing against Joey, but he's nowhere near his brother or like the top paid guys. But what's he getting, like 27 million a year almost? That's still good money. Solid pay. That's probably where more of the market is, and like a market resetter would be someone coming in and getting like, oh, I guess now it's kind of hard to, maybe like 32, 31, if that just became a standard. Not, not no 34.5 million. Dude, some of them guarantees 1.22 fully guaranteed of the 170, and he got 50 million as a signing bonus. All records for defensive players. You know what? He has the chance to do the funniest thing ever and just kind of not do good and just be crappy. And I think that's a hilarious outcome. What's up, Dominant? What's up? What's up? You got my money? I sent you a bunch of messages about how you owe me like $13, bro. The piper comes due, bro. What's up? Yo, everybody jump this man. I gave him like $2.50 because he said he needed some food. And I charged interest on my money. I just said because you asked me for $1 for a sandwich. Or $2.50 for a sandwich, and I gave it to you, and I was like, I just need that money back ASAP. You're like, I got you, man. Like 2-3 days ago. As you can see, I didn't really prepare anything else for tonight. I'm jumping on the first distraction I see every time one comes into the chat. Yeah, I'm really just ready for football tomorrow. Like, it's like we've done all the talking, we've done all the preparation we can do. We've gone over this game basically pretty good. I mean, we really didn't do anything to go over the game. We just kind of talked about how there's some missing Chiefs. Lions have a pretty good offense, just like the Chiefs. I guess I could kind of go through like a mini game breakdown at this point. Let's think here. Lions and the Chiefs. We've got what two of the NFL's probably best offenses this year. Lions probably a little bit of a stronger offense at this point than the Chiefs, right? They got the Kelsey problem. We don't know how Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, Rashee Rice, and Justin Ross are going to perform as like, you know, receiving combination. They probably get along well, but again, that doesn't really mean much. Running game, we'll see. Pretty good offensive line overall. I think they have a couple spots, but who doesn't? And then you look at their defense. Nick Bolton's okay. Snead's okay, but I don't really think either of those guys start on another team. Their best defensive player without Chris Jones is probably Karlaftis. Then you look at the Lions. Defense is a major question mark, especially at the receiver position, right? Or at the corner position. The Lions corners are pretty bad. The secondary is shaky. They have a good set of safety. They seem to have overloaded the safety position. I'm trying to just go over negative aspects of the team and kind of, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just, that's boring. I'm bored talking like that. But basically, I can kind of summate it into a few things that it's like, offense, I'm going to give to the Lions because of health and who's available and all factors considered. I know the Chiefs have the better quarterback, but again, offense is more than just one guy typically. The one guy makes a big difference 100%. If you have a bad guy there, your offense sucks. But yeah. Like, because you look at it like Lions got the better offense. That's one for them. Better defense right now is probably the Lions again. You're missing several of your key players on your key player on defense in Chris Jones. I know we've ran this stat a few times. But again, the Chiefs are the number one team in getting pressures in the NFL with when Chris Jones plays. When he doesn't, they're 28th. Yeah, that's a major thing, especially when you're going up against the Lions' fucking super cracked offensive line. It's gonna be tough on KC. I wonder how they're gonna respond. This is certainly some of the most adversity they've ever faced. And not to be melodramatic, but this could be one of the, outside of playoff games and stuff like that, or games against the Patriots early on in his career, this is arguably the hardest thing he's ever had to deal with. Like, we're about to find out how good of a quarterback young Mahomes is. Have a good night, Dominant. Peace out, man. I just love that there's just two big ass categories. So, coaching feels kind of equal, or no, Andy Reid's a better coach. But I think the Lions have way better like coordinators and assistant coaches and just a better overall coaching staff. There we go. That's a lot more clear. Though the Chiefs kind of went on the head coaching department. Seems like everybody, like betting wise, is picking on the Chiefs. So that makes me wonder about the week 1 curse, how that's going to play into this. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow for the Lions. Yeah, Lions versus Chiefs. Of course I'm going to be live. Hopefully everybody shows up and hangs out tomorrow. You know, be cool. Man, I gotta get you and Nicholas back on air sometime. Maybe Saturday or something like that. You guys, if you're not busy, you can come on and be part of like the preview streams. Usually they last like 2 hours because we have to go over like a whole bunch of games that are coming up. Sunday, Monday, or Sunday night, Monday nights. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. I feels it. Might just be funner for you just to come in and plop in after the chat. Damn, Mike. Thanks for stopping in between the drafts. I see your draft. Let's see. You wound up with Trevor Lawrence, Javonte Williams, DeAndre Swift, Stephon Diggs, Garrett Wilson, Gerald Everett, Christian Watson, Commanders, and Chad Ryland. Hey, got Jared Goff, Pickens, Algier, Romeo Dobbs. That's a good team for all things considered. I mean, we could always. I think I'm gonna have people come on a little bit more often, Sue. That's a good stick pick in some of these guys. Solid draft. Damn, everybody's taking off now. We're down to 4 people. Looks like this stream might have reached again. I feel bad because I thought this might take a little longer, but then I see the list and I'm like I feel like my thoughts haven't changed that much since this list was created. Like I still am like, yeah, it's about what I think. And we'll just we'll kind of just do this every week. I think on Wednesday before the Thursday night game, we'll come in, we'll talk about we'll do the power rankings, we'll do the preview for Thursday nights, do a little bit of news talk all throughout it. There we go. Which last stream, the our draft stream? Anyway, I think that's about it for me tonight, folks. Anybody got anything big to add before tomorrow night? Because again, we'll be hanging out, chit-chatting the whole time. It seems like everybody's left, so. The rankings, and we were trying to figure out who. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that does help because then it's like, oh, yeah, okay, I know who's on there now. Yeah, that's okay. Fair enough. I got you now. All right, guys. It seems like this stream died, so we're gonna get going. Everybody left at the exact same time for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. Little weird, little powerful, but okay. All right, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching again tonight. Trying to just get back into like the swing of regular season football. It's also a lot easier to talk about football when a couple games go by, so you start to get like a real idea for what these teams are. Right now, it's kind of just like what this first week of like trying to guess and predict and all that fun stuff feels like. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of the night. Go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, it's always I did that back. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. See you next time. Have a great rest of the night.